Welcome back to another tutorial video. In this tutorial video, we are going to look at how to migrate one website from one cPanel to another cPanel. So there are several instances where you will want to carry out these operations as the owner of an application, okay? So let's assume that you were on one hosting provider and then you kept getting issues of servers going down, and then you are probably wondering how to fix it. And then you finally make a decision to move from one hosting provider to another. What you would do is to move every file that exists in the old cPanel, which is my current cPanel, to the next cPanel, which is the cPanel account that will be created for you from the other hosting provider. Okay, now one thing to note here is that you just have to make sure that you are on the same domain, which is the domain that I use here, okay, learnwithdave.xyz. So I'm going to use this same domain to show you how to migrate your website from one cPanel account to another cPanel account. Okay, now this may be done differently based on the kind of hosting. So this is a shared hosting just for one website. Okay, but if you were using a reseller account where you had other individuals depending on your hosting or owning domain names where or cPanel account that you provided for them, then you need some manual assistance from that hosting provider to help you move yourself and your clients to another hosting provider. Okay, so this is the site that I currently have. Okay, we already have a video on how to create this car listing platform, and then if you are interested you can check it out. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to build something like this for yourself. Okay, for this tutorial I'm just using this to kind of show you how to do the migrations. Now if you return to my cPanel account, and I'm going to show you what makes up this particular website. Okay, so if you go to my databases, you realize that I have a database. It's called DB name, and then this is the database that makes up this particular website. Then the next thing is the files that make up the entire application. Okay, so if I go to my file manager right here, under public underscore HTML, we have all the files that make up that particular website right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is to back up this site and then move it on to another cPanel account. All right, so what I'm going to do here, first of all, we have email accounts, we have a database, and then we have email forwarders. So if you type in forwarder here and then you navigate to forwarders, you realize that I have a forwarder which is from admin at learn with Dave to this email account right here, and then we are going to back up everything and move them onto the next cPanel account. So to carry out this assignment, return to your cPanel homepage right here and then type in backup. Once you type in backup, navigate to backup wizard, and this is the window you are going to see. So once you are rerouted to this backup page, the next thing we are going to do is to back up our application bit by bit. Okay, so first of all we will deal with the home directory, we'll deal with MySQL databases, and the final one we would back up our email forwarders and filters. So once on this window, go ahead and click on home directory. Now on the home directory, click on home directory once more, and that starts up the backup process. Okay, so we are currently downloading the files that make up our home page. So once you are done, just wait for some few seconds for the downloads of your home directory to complete. Alright, so we have successfully backed up our home directory. Once we are done here, return to the full or partial backup, click on MySQL databases, and click on learn with Dave DB name. Okay, that will be your database name, and as you can see, we have successfully backed up. Okay, this took just some few seconds. Return back to full or partial backup, click on email forwarders and filters, and then click on the URL right here, and then your backup was successful. Okay, so once we are done with this, we'll return to our cPanel account. Okay, because we have fully backed up all the files. What we are going to do is to log onto our cPanel account, which is our new cPanel account that the hosting provider is going to be assigning to us, and then we are going to upload these files. Okay, next we'll do that, and then we'll test to see if our application works Okay, so right after you have backed up all the files, the next thing I'm going to do here is to log into my new cPanel account. So I'll entreat you log into your new cPanel account because that's where we are migrating to. So I've already entered my details. I'll go ahead and click on login. Now, this is my new cPanel account. So I'm migrating everything I had backed up before onto this new cPanel account. So you have this new wizard on your cPanel account. It doesn't really matter. It's nothing. Just go ahead and skip, and then you will be in your new cPanel account. Okay. Now, if you go to email accounts on this new cPanel account, you realize that we don't have any email accounts on this cPanel account. I'm just kind of showing you around the cPanel account that we had from our hosting provider. In this case, I'm still on my domain name, which is learnwithdave.xyz, and you should make sure that you are on that same domain name. And if we check our databases, so if you go to database and then you scroll to the button, you can see right here that we do not have any databases as well. Now what I'm going to do is to move every file that we had backed up before onto this cPanel account. Go ahead and type in your search tool, okay, backup, and then navigate to backup wizard. Under backup wizard, now formerly we used backup. That's because we are backing up all the files that we needed to move onto this cPanel account. Now in this section, you have to go ahead and click on restore. This is the case where we are bringing all the files that make up the application we formerly hosted on this platform. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and click on home directory. And once you click on home directory, you have the option to bring in the files that you had backed up. Okay, so in this case, you will navigate to the where all the files reside. So right here, I have aliases dash learnwithdave.xyz. We have our backup. That's our home page. And then we also backed up our databases. Okay, so we have our databases right here. So what I'm going to do is return to my new cPanel account. Go ahead and click on choose files, and I'm backing up my home directory. Okay, so we have backup this, so this will be my home directory files, and I'll go ahead and open that, and then this will take some few minutes to upload. Okay, so once you've selected the file, go ahead and click on upload and just wait for a few minutes for the upload process to complete. Alright, so we have successfully uploaded our home page. Okay, so next click on select restore type. Go ahead and click on MySQL databases, and then in this case we are bringing in our database. So go ahead and click on choose file, and if you navigate to our downloads, let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom here. We had our databases. Okay, so we have two databases. You also have two databases, so just go ahead and upload them one after the other. So select this one right here and go ahead and click on upload. Okay, and then we'll click on upload, then we'll choose another file right here, and then we'll upload the second database. Okay, so it's right here. All right, right here, and then we'll open that, and then we'll click on upload once more. Okay, and now we've successfully uploaded all our databases. Okay, so once we are done here, and then we have the success message, we'll go back to select and restore types, and then we'll click on our email forwarders. Go ahead and click on choose file, and we have our aliases. Okay, so just go ahead and select that one right there and then open. Once you are done, go ahead and click on upload, and there we have our success message. We have uploaded our email forwarders as well. Right, so once we have finally restored our email forwarders, okay, let's return to our cPanel's homepage. So this right here in our homepage, and let's check our cPanel account. So we can go ahead and click on email account, and there we have it. We have our admin at learnwithdave.com, and that's the same email we had in our old cPanel account. Okay, so we'll return to cPanel, like our home page, and again let's check our file manager, and under file manager let's go to our public underscore html, and there we have our files that made up the web page that we formerly had. Okay, yes, so and it will be the same for all the files that you've backed up if we check the forwarders. So let's just go ahead and check that out as well, we check, we also have this email ID that is forwarding to this Gmail account. Okay, yes, so that is how you will move files from one cPanel to another cPanel account, or whenever you are moving from one hosting provider to another. Okay, now just know that if you are a reseller hosting provider, you have your former hosting provider helping you to manually migrate all your files. Because of the size of your client files, you will need support. Okay, all right, so once we have successfully backed up our web pages and our databases, the next thing before we test if our application is live is to go ahead and um, navigate to databases. Okay, because we want to create the same database user that we created for this particular database in our cPanel account. Okay, so once you open the page, you have your database already, but then if you navigate, we don't have a user for this particular database. Okay, so you can go ahead and create a database. Okay, so a database user just like you did before, and then we'll generate a password for this particular database user. I'm just going to copy this database in case we need to update something. Okay, let me just paste it right here. All right, and once you are sure of the password that you want to use, go ahead and click on use password, and then click on create user. Okay, now we have created our database user. Once you are done creating your database user, we want to add this database user to that database. So go ahead and click on add, and then allow all privileges for this particular database user and make changes. Okay, now we would use this database user as well as this database password. Now you can return to your cPanel's homepage. Alright, so now that our database user has been created and added to the database, now this is for websites that came in with databases. Now if yours was just the regular HTML files, it will be live the moment you upload the or you restore the files. Okay, but for those of you who are migrating an application that uses databases, you just had to go through that extra step. Okay, yes, so that is it for this video. I'm going to check whether our domain is live or our application is live, and if you click on it after you have completed that final step, your application should be live and running. Okay, yes, so yeah, that is it for this video. I hope this video was helpful, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future tutorials, and you can check out the channel for more tutorials like this one, and do enjoy the rest of your day.